vividly remember again having a conversation with my chief risk officer saying, I will not have answers to all the risk questions that you're going to throw at me, but I promise you we will figure it out. I promise we will balance risk with the rewards of innovation that all of us can enjoy together. A series of conversations with these control groups gave me clarity that I needed to centralize AI execution. I needed to centralize the execution of these controls. It was important for me to showcase how we are protecting the technology and how we are protecting ourselves from that technology. Hence was born Ally.ai. Ally AI is a single platform that serves as a moat between Ally and all of the available commercial LLMs out there. Ally AI may not be ready to take on that mean robot yet, but it does a number of great things. The first thing it does is to inspect the input from Ally and the output from the LLMs. It has in real time the ability to inspect, identify, and remove PII before sending the data outside. It also has the ability to rehydrate that PII so the consumer that is using the Ally AI doesn't lose the context. Very powerful. This layer of security that we built started to build comfort with the C-levels, my CEO, my risk leaders. So much so, in one of the board meetings, my chief risk officer goes, the strategic risk of not using generative AI is greater than the operational risk of using it. Let me let that sink in. This is the chief risk officer that is responsible for setting the risk appetite for the entire company, articulating that the risk of not using generative AI is higher for the company. We had won half the battle. We now have the founding technology foundation built. We now have the support of the executives. It was time to move. It was time to execute. But let me tell you, figuring out this complex technology in this banking regulatory environment was not easy. So we had to go back to our founding principles of finding a simple strategy with guiding principles. So we had 3 non-negotiable principles. The first one is that technology is fast evolving. Let us focus on internal facing use cases that faces off to our own employees. Number 2, have a human in the middle with the permission to intervene and change the output coming from the generative AI large language models. And number 3, protect personally identifiable information and not allow any of the large language models to learn from the Ally data. So with the simple strategy, with the tech foundation in place, with the support from our control partners, with support from C-level executives, and a culture of innovation, our dream was starting to become a reality. Now I want to share how some of our colleagues are living the dream. Our first use case was based in our customer care associate call centers. Today, they take about 10,000 calls. The call handling time is between 14 and 15 minutes. And at the end of every call, they painfully think through what the conversation was and capture the summary for regulatory and consistency reasons. Ally AI, in real time, transcribes that entire conversation, creates a summary, and presents it to our customer care associates for them to either change it or accept as is. The accuracy has gone up 60%. The acceptance rate is at 90%. It has singularly allowed our customer care associates to focus on our customers and not worry about multitasking while they're conversing. Our marketing and user experience teams provide content on a daily basis. You might be surprised. For a 100% digital organization, this starts with a blank paper. This is content that you see on our websites, text that you see when you do a drop down on a menu, content that you see educating our customers to be responsible with their financial needs. You get the idea. Ally AI now creates the first draft at a pace 60% faster. It has removed writer's block. Now it's allowing our employees to focus on things that they never would have gotten to or improve upon the first draft that they get from generative AI. Our investor relation teams, small but mighty. Every time earnings period comes around, they have to look at 25 of our peers, read through the earnings report, transcripts, the analysts asking the questions, what is the CEO saying, and start preparing Ally for our own earnings release. It used to take them 4 to 6 hours to read through every report. Today, Ally AI sends them an email with a summary of what each of them are reporting, what questions are analysts curious about, and what topics were discussed. The 4 to 6 hours has become 4 to 6 minutes. So now they can focus and dive deep on things that are important for Ally. Even our control teams can use a jolt from generative AI. Take our audit team, for example. They're responsible for auditing the capabilities across the entire company. They may not work in technology, but they have to understand the tech capabilities. They have to understand all the test conditions that are required to audit this capability. They have to create a risk matrix, and at the end of the audit, they have to create a report. Ally AI does this all for them. So they don't have to focus on understanding what it is, but focus on auditing us to make us even better. All of these examples has created a buzz around the company. Everybody wants to participate in this transformation. Everybody sees the art of the possible.